Hong Kong prepares to ring in the new year. New air pollution index, insane foul air. And Russia on alert following 2 deadly bombings. Good evening. 2014 is almost here and the party is in full swing. Everyone is now getting ready to usher in the new year. Our Stephanie Choi is standing by in Tsim Sha Tsui to give us the latest. Over to you, Stephanie.
The atmosphere here is incredible. The crowds have their props out. They're giving out free hugs. Everyone is cheering. It's definitely getting cold out here, but the anticipation is rising. I must say, the mini fireworks around the harbor have revved up everyone out here. To those of you staying indoors and away from the crowd, not to worry, we've got it covered. Stay tuned until the countdown, and I wish you all an amazing and blessed 2014 in advance. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Stephanie. That was Stephanie Tsui reporting live from Tsim Sha Tsui. Some parts of the world have already welcomed the new year. In Sydney, the city's iconic harbour bridge took centre stage for another dazzling fireworks and pyrotechnics display to celebrate the start of 2014. And in Auckland, New Zealand, the city's famous tower was the focal point for the fireworks show there. Japan, which is an hour ahead of us, has also ushered in the new year. To other news, very high levels of air pollution were recorded across Hong Kong today. As Vicky Kung reports, green groups say new measures to cut emissions can't come soon enough. In the new year, public utilities will be raising their charges. An economist we spoke to expects inflation to come down a little next year, but with food prices expected to go up, it's believed extra pressure will be put on the poor. Diane To has more. Police have arrested 34 people over illicit loan activities. Officers say a money-lending syndicate offered loans at extremely high interest rates. Rachel Long has more. Overseas now, the death toll from 2 recent suicide bombings in the Russian city of Volgograd has risen to 34. The bombings, less than a day apart, have raised concerns that Islamic militants have begun a terrorist campaign which could stretch to the Sochi Winter Olympics in February. Alan Bookney reports. A small town in the US state of North Dakota was rocked yesterday by an explosive train wreck. The mile-long train carrying crude oil derailed after colliding with another train outside the town of Castleton. The 2,400 residents there were shaken with a series of explosions. They were urged to evacuate. So far, no injuries have been reported in the wreck. It's just the latest in a string of similar incidents and Stokes concerns about the safety of carrying oil by rail. North Dakota is home to a shale oil boom that produced almost 1 million barrels of oil a day in October. Next, more fallout from a visit by Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe to the Yasukuni Shrine on Boxing Day. China is trying to rally world opinion against what it calls Japanese provocation. Here's Tony Sabine. French doctors treating Michael Schumacher say there's been a slight improvement in his condition after performing a second operation on the F1 star overnight. Still, Schumacher remains in critical condition following a serious skiing accident on the French Alps on Sunday. He was skiing off-piste when he fell and hit his head on a rock. Schumacher is one of the most successful Formula One drivers in history, with 7 championship titles. And now we're just moments away from 2014. Let's join the celebrations around town. You're looking at live pictures from Victoria Harbour, where a spectacular fireworks display will be held. And revellers out in force in Times Square, in Causeway Bay and Lang Kwai Fong. Let's wait for the countdown. That's the New Year's fireworks display over Victoria Harbour. A truly spectacular beginning to the new year. And tonight's winning Mark 6 numbers are 7, 9, 12, 40, 42 and 44. The extra number is 14. A look at the weather before we go. It will be fine and dry. A low of 13 degrees in the urban areas and a few degrees lower in the New Territories. The high temperature will reach 18 degrees. That's all from the newsroom for now. Thanks for joining us, and from everyone here in TVB News, Happy New Year.